Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Millie if you're new here, and if you're not, then thanks for joining me again today. I'm super excited about today's video because we have a highly requested hair tutorial about how I curl my hair with a straightener, which is my favorite way to curl my hair. It kind of gives these bouncy, just really cute little baby curls. So I'm actually working with Duvolle today on the products and the hair straightener that I used to do this look. So I just wanted to talk about them really briefly before I talk about some of the other products I kind of use to prep my hair before I do this look. So yeah guys, I'm super excited to be working with Duvolle. I've worked with them in the past, and yeah, this is the straightener I used from them. They have this straightener and two other curling ones. If you want to check out their products, of course, everything will be linked down below in the description box, including a discount code for you guys. But first of all, I'm obsessed with the straightener because look how freaking cute it is. Love the hot pink. It's also just super sleek in general, and the technology is super smoothing. A lot of straighteners and curling ones make my hair super frizzy and make them feel just super coarse and not smooth, and Duvolle's technology is super smoothing and just really makes my hair sleek, especially when you're using a straightener to curl your hair. You definitely want to have like super smooth at the root before you do the actual curl. So that's what I really like about this. It definitely does that, and it also goes up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, which is awesome, especially if you have really thick hair. For all my girls with crazy thick hair, it's really important to be able to get your tool up to a super high heat so that that curl will hold. So really awesome that Duvolle does that. So super excited about this, and I'm really excited to show you guys how I use it to curl my hair. So now that I've talked about them, I wanted to just really briefly show you guys some of the products that I use on an everyday basis, kind of like my simplified hair care routine. If you guys want me to go into like an in-depth hair care routine about how I keep my hair super long and healthy, definitely comment down below. I can do a full in-depth one, but I did just want to mention a few products to you guys. I've been using the Olaplex products for a couple months now, and I was not really sure about them. They are expensive, and I just didn't know if they worked as well as everybody said. But I use the Olaplex number 4 shampoo and number 5 conditioner, and it's the Bond Maintenance, and they look like this. And a little goes a long way with these, you guys. I use like a pea-sized amount of both, and obviously just shampoo and condition like normal. So I use these for washing in the shower. And I did want to mention to you guys that I only wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week, so not often at all. I have super thick, coarse hair, so I don't find myself needing to wash it a ton. It just doesn't get really greasy. So that does help with saving money on products because I don't use them very often. So that's another reason that I want to try the Olaplex, because I knew that I'd kind of make it last a while. But so far I really have been loving these products, and they do make my hair thicker and shinier for sure. And then another Olaplex product that I'll do like once a week-ish is the Hair Perfector leave-in mask. So what you do with this is you just looks like this, and I'll have all these linked of course for you guys. But what you do with this is just dampen your hair and then put it in damp hair and leave it to sit. I leave it to sit for like kind of a long time, and sometimes I'll even sleep in it, but like 20 minutes is all you need. And then you just get back in the shower and shampoo and condition your hair like normal, and it just leaves it feeling super soft and repairs damaged ends, everything like that. So these are the Olaplex products I love. Obviously not sponsored, I just wanted to share with you guys some background. And then another thing I always use if I'm using heat on my hair is a heat protectant and kind of like a shine spray. So this is the Goldwell Carousel style. I get this from my hairstylist. Looks like this. I get this from my hairstylist, but you can order this online, I'm pretty sure. And it just says smoothing, sleek spray, and hair protectant. So when my hair is like 80% dry, I'll spray this in from like halfway down, a quarter down, I don't really know, and all the way down to my ends, and let it sit for a couple minutes, and then just brush it out with my wet brush before I either blow dry or let my hair air dry, depending on what I'm doing that day. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to quickly do a synopsis of the things I use in my hair before I'll reach for the hair tool, if that helps give some background on how I keep my hair shiny and just healthy in general. So yeah, I think that's everything to say about that. And now let's just go ahead and get into the styling part of the video. Okay guys, I have my hair just pulled up because I do sections, and I have my straightener heated up. So what I really like about the straightener is that it does heat up to 450 degrees. So it gets super hot, and that really helps with holding the curl. So yeah, I have it heated up, ready to go, hair sectioned up. I normally do a lot of sections actually, because I just find it easier to curl my whole head, if that makes sense, when I section it off into a bunch of different pieces. So I have a pretty thin section, and I normally just start with one side and work my way through. So the bottom, I am not super particular with, if that makes sense, just because it is the bottom and you don't see it as much, and when I sleep on it, it gets messed up anyway. So I normally spend the least amount of time on this, but I typically take like a 1 to 2 inch section, kind of depending. And when you're curling your hair with a straightener, I typically always curl under, because I like the way that looks. So also I'm gonna be looking in the mirror over here, you guys, so I don't burn myself, just FYI. So I start at the root and straighten all the way down, and then when I get down to about 3 inches left, I flip the curling straightener, what am I saying, under, and pull super slowly all the way down. And look, you guys, flipped out at the end, super cute. This is just one piece curled. I normally only curl towards the ends of my hair because I like it to look pretty sleek up until the bottom. But you can obviously start flipping your straightener earlier, so I'll show you guys what that would look like. So you always start at the root, smooth everything out, and then even halfway down you can flip it, and it's the same technique. You just flip under and slowly pull, and then release, and you have even a bouncier curl right here. If you guys can see that, it kind of starts higher up, closer to the root. So I, like I said, prefer to kind of have my hair straight all the way till the bottom, and then I like to pull the straightener out, but it's obviously personal preference with that. And then for the back, you guys, I just do the same thing. I'm not super particular. I just make sure all the kinks are out at the root, and then same thing. I know the back can be tricky, but I'm not super particular about it. As long as it's straight towards the root, you can always go back in at the end and just make sure the root is super smoothed out. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other side the exact same way, and then I'll talk to you guys about the next section. Okay, perfect. Another thing I love about this straightener is how long the cord is. I have it like in front of me, way in front of me, in an outlet in my living room, because the lighting's better in here than my bathroom. And it's like so long, but it doesn't get tangled ever, which is so important to me. I hate when my cords just get like all tangled. Okay guys, so for this section, The middle section, I like to break it up a little bit by doing some curls looser and some curls tighter. So for that, I just don't hold the straightener on my hair for as long, if that makes sense. Because obviously the slower you release the curl, the tighter it's gonna be and the longer it's gonna hold. So for some of these, I'll just take sections and just super quickly kind of pull the curl through like that. And they just are a little bit looser, almost like waves, and it kind of breaks up the texture of your hair a little bit. So some are gonna be bouncier and some are going to be more just like wavy, so that it's not all just ringlets, if that makes sense. So like I'll take a smaller piece and just do a little flip for like 2 seconds, and it just creates more of like a textured wave instead of a curl. I kind of pull the pieces apart as I'm curling it, so that it just stays super piecey and not too curly. And guys, if you want a straighter end, you don't have to pull through all the way. Like if you want more of the beachy look with your ends, just don't pull the straightener through all the way. I'll show you guys. So you're gonna do the same thing as before, flip it, but just leave the end out like an inch at the end, and then release. And you get kind of a straighter end instead of so flipped up. So it's kind of just personal preference. I personally like mine super bouncy and like flirty at the end. That's why I use the straightener technique. Obviously personal preference for everybody, so you can always just leave like an inch of the end out if you prefer it that way. So yeah, guys, I'm just gonna finish this section off camera, and then I'll be back to do the front pieces and show you guys kind of how I style it and everything like that. Okay guys, so I pretty much curled my entire head of hair except for these two like chunky sections at the front. I actually want to go in and fix a few pieces. I always find myself doing that. Like if a piece just didn't go the way I wanted, I'll go back in and just fix it. But okay, cool. So whole head is pretty much curled except for these pieces. And the way I get my hair cut, I have like super thin, shorter front pieces right here. If you can see, they kind of like are shorter than the rest of my head. So I'll take these pieces like right before my bangs start, if that makes sense. And just make sure that these pieces are super sleek and curled just how I want them, since they are kind of part of the face framing pieces. And I'll just take smaller, thinner pieces to get those cute little face framing baby curls, and pretty much just do the same thing. I'm just pulling away from my face. Definitely pull them away from your face, you guys, and I kind of straighten them out first, and then just do a little loop away from my face. It's super cute, and you just have these little front pieces that kind of swoop away from your face and then swoop out at the end. Take these chunkier pieces and do how you would normally do. You can always take bigger or smaller portions than me, depending on how big you like your curls. And then I'll just take these super almost baby hairs at the front, like I was telling you guys. And I don't like to super curl these. Super, I don't know why I'm saying that, but just like a nice little bend at the end. I always like to pull this bit together and then pull it back. And then of course, I kind of just go through, like here's a kind of straight piece, and I'll just go through and find the pieces that maybe didn't curl as well as I wanted to, or the straight pieces that I missed, and I'll just go back through and mess with them. And then I actually don't brush out my hair with a brush. I kind of just mess with it with my hands for like a couple minutes and just kind of shape it how I want it. I'll probably add some texture spray or dry shampoo kind of later before I go to bed, just to have the curls hold longer. But yeah, you guys, like how easy. Like I think curling with a straightener is so much easier. And yes, it's a different type of curl. It's not as voluptuous, I guess you could say, but I love how these turn turn out. I think they're just like so bouncy and flirty, and they last forever, and it just gives a really cute look to the ends of your hair. And of course you don't have to do it exactly how I did it, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys the overall gist of how to do it with the straightener, because it is a totally different technique from doing it with a curling wand. But Duvolle makes it super easy, just because of the technology they use and how it smooths your hair at the same time, which is important to me. So super cute little curled hair moment. And of course you can go and touch it up. It normally lasts me like 3-ish days, and I'll go in and touch up these front pieces, and like I said, add dry shampoo, hairspray, things like that. But overall, this is pretty much how I do it. It takes me like 20 minutes and it lasts 3 days, so super cute. And yeah, so I actually am gonna go in with a little bit of dry shampoo just because I want a little bit more texture towards the root. So this is just Batiste original dry shampoo, nothing special out here. And y'all know the drill with dry shampoo. Cute. Does anybody else put dry shampoo into clean hair? Like, I know it's supposed to be for like dirty hair, but I swear it gives it like the best volume. So that's what we just did here. But yeah, just some finishing touches, dry shampoo. You can add some oil to the ends, whatever you guys prefer, but I just think it added a little bit of volume and also makes it last a bit longer. So yeah. Okay, you guys, so I think that this is the finished product, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm super excited about working with Duvolle, so of course make sure you check everything out in the description box if you're interested in the straightener and the rest of their hair products, curling wands, things like that. I'll have discount codes and links for my exact product and their other products down below. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this little hair tutorial. Definitely comment down below more things you want to see from me in my upcoming videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.